So we're going to spend a few days buttoning stuff up on the car and get it back to my house. Lucky a few days ago made this inner door structure to straighten up the door a bit, and he's been working a little bit on the door surround and especially the hinge area. And one of the last structure pieces to go in is the door support piece, and that will weld into the rest of the support in the cowl area. The next thing we had to tackle was the transmission mounts. We made some tabs off the X member, but we felt that if I needed to drop the transmission at any time, it was going to be a little bit harder to do without pulling out the motor. So we dug around Lucky's stash and we ended up finding this early Ford cross member. It's going to bolt right into the X member really nicely with the 4 bolts. Oh, careful, that's hot stuff there. So we're going to cut it up and we're going to drill some holes in the X member and see if it bolts up. I'm sure we're going to have to do a little more alterations, but I think it's going to work out really nice. Now that we got that dialed in, we can move on to doing the floors. Alright, so we laid out the patterns on the front half of the floor and I think we're pretty happy with it. So we're going to head over to the bead roller and lay some beads in it to give it some strength. Now that we got the front of the floor done, we're going to go ahead and move to the back half. Alright, the floor is finished now and screwed in. We left a little area in the back for a compartment where I can build a little box and have a little trunk space underneath my seat. All the structure and support is in. It still needs a bunch of welding in areas to finish it off, but for right now it's all structurally sound. The door opens and closes, the floor looks great, and we're really excited. It's looking kick-ass. Alright, let's talk about Tweedy Pie's dashboard. I believe Dick Johnson built this dashboard because he's the guy that did all the metal work on the car pretty much. And luckily the simple design should make it pretty easy to recreate. The dash houses 4 small Stuart Warner gauges, an unknown speedometer, and a really oddball tachometer that possibly could be out of a plane. Bob being a gauge mechanic, it wouldn't surprise me.
So I got this, Piero was gone over the long weekend and I got a little bored, so I came into the shop and decided to build his dash for Tweedy Pie. I went ahead and built this buck, laid out the shape, clamped it down, heated up the metal, bent over a flange, rolled the edges, rolled the top piece. Came out pretty nice. I don't really know what else to say. I'll take a picture. There it is.
Bam.
Tweedy Pie dash.
Tweedy Pie dash. Looks great.
Tweedy Pie floors. Tweedy Pie body. Tweedy Pie shifter. Still needs to get bent up. It's gonna be awesome.
Yes, it is.
So the last thing we're working on before it comes home is the grill. And the only person I wanted to help me with this grill is Lucky, because of our friendship with Joe. It means a lot to both of us. The 1934 Ford commercial truck grill had a bunch of work done to it. They basically cut it in half and grafted the lower chin back into the side of the grill to finish it out. The top of the grill was also filled in as well.
have this 34 truck grill that we got from our good friend Joe. It's cut in half, and all that we have is this little lower corner that is basically worthless. So we're gonna call it that. I'm gonna donate, and we're gonna cut up the bottom of this aftermarket 32 shell and use the lower chin. We'll probably have to straighten it all out, take some of the V out of it a little bit, but it's basically the same profile that we're gonna make work with this grill shell. I think it's nice that Piero's car is gonna have a piece of that from Joe that will not only always but constantly remind Piero of Joe, like he was haunting him. There we go. Nailed it.
Nice chin.
Here it is right here. That's all we had to do is bend metal around that thing.
There you go. Yeah, pretty much.
This is my thing.
That's your That's your
Make
thing?
no mistake, this is my thing.
No one else's.
Well, I'm just looking at the radius. This radius is flatter,
Yeah.
so this will have to flatten out once I figure out where we gotta go.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if people want me to cut this up or not, because it's mine, and it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Cut away.
It's not a real one anyway.
I know, it's true.
So I'm gonna go something like this.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Did you see that shit happen there?
See that? See what's going on there.
See that shit happen right there?
Picking up what you're dropping.
You pretty much got everything now.
And then some.
All right. Now. Okay, so see, this starts to go straight a little bit. So that'll chin off that way and kind of make this
Right. Triangle piece.
take the, so this has all got to come down right here. And this basically goes flat. So with the exception of a little bit of flange that I want to do, I think we're going to leave that as it is.
I like it. Looks pretty damn good.
Yeah. Because it's all about in here.
Right. That's what you see the most.
This is just secondary.
Yeah, it's all
shit.
hidden anyways, pretty much. That ugly little thing. I don't know how ugly it's gonna be.
Well, it should do exactly what it's doing in the picture, but it does flare out.
It does flare out a little bit.
I took the bottom of the 32 chin bead and we grafted it in here. Backfilled this back piece, put a little flange on the inside there. We're gonna take 5/16 stainless and we're gonna wrap it around in here and trim it all out, nice and shiny. None of these welds will be visible because this little bead trim is gonna trim all that out, nice and clean. It's gonna be real nice. It's gonna be nicer than the one on Tweedy Pie.
That's for sure.
We still gotta cut all this bead out and fill that. But other than that, it's pretty close.
Yep.
Poor guy Yoder.
Poor guy.
Yoder.
The lucky power hammer. For its first ride. Piggyback ride. Coming home. So Lucky dropped off the car yesterday and my wife hasn't seen the car yet, so I'm really excited to show her. Alright, so it's gonna be like reveal. Ready to see Tweedy Pie?
Yes.
Okay. Bum bum bum.
Oh, beautiful. Wow. You and Lucky did such an amazing job.
And Harrison, he helped a little long time
And
ago.
Harrison, a little bit.
A little bit. Isn't it cute?
It's amazing. I mean, the welding's a little rough, but I love it.
You want to sit in it?
Yeah.
Look, same. See, she's in there. Can you see her in there? There she is. Look, now watch. Same. Are you excited that we're going to ride around in it and have fun?
Yes, I'm really excited. It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ride in it. And I'm happy that your dream is coming to be.
Thank you, baby. That doesn't do that. It's not supposed to do that. Okay.
Well, there it is. Finally made it home. I can't believe it. I've been waiting for this for a really, really long time. I can't thank Lucky, Harrison, and the guys that supplied me parts enough for helping me get to this point. So now the real fun begins. I gotta finish all the welding up. We're gonna get this thing sandblasted. We gotta do body work. We have a lot left to do. So follow along. See you on the next one.